There we go. Start production. Haha! Mini pod Mark 1. Let's see. Can we spawn it out here? Yeah. Right, like so. All right. Welcome back, everybody, to KnowItAllDM Entertainment. I'm KnowItAllDM. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing great. Hanging out playing Empyrion Galactic Survival Alpha 12. Well, Alpha 12 Experimental. So I want to thank everybody for joining me today. If you like what you see, don't forget, hit the like button and subscribe if you want some more of this awesome content. So last episode, we built this awesome little well, I guess this starter base, that's really what it is, a little starter cabin. And I called it the shelter. I'm going to rename it as the cabin because it's a cabin. And I put this in here after the episode so I could sleep through the night and come back to you with its day. While I'm waiting, let me do this. Okay, so this no longer does food. It used to, but it no longer does. So what we're going to have to do now is we're going to have to get some food systems online. Let me unlock the food processor, and then we should be able to make one. I need a little bit more copper, I believe. Honestly, I need a little bit more of everything. So can I make a refrigerator real quick? I can make a refrigerator. So we're going to make a refrigerator and put that over here, and we're going to put all of our spoilables in the refrigerator. I went ahead and I got a generator and fuel tank online for our base, and I put that back here, although it is now out of fuel. Let's grab this and throw it in here. I've got solar backup for it, for if it runs out of fuel. But right now it's got 15 minutes left even with that, and then we've got this as well. And we've got that. Let's go ahead and make one more of these. Let's do two more and just see what happens. Refrigerator. We're gonna put the refrigerator over here against the wall. I'm just gonna make it the bigger fridge right there. And now we can just grab all of our these things that I had just put in there and throw them in here so they do not spoil. Okay, and one more of those. Are you making another one? You are. You can make several more, actually, if you wanted. Let's do... Is this out here still making it? Yes, it is. And then it'll make a sensor for us to put in here to connect for the light. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and throw this fuel in the fuel tank back here. I know I could do it through the control panel, but I like doing things manually. It gives me a little sense of realism, especially for smaller things like this. So while that's doing all that, I'm going to go ahead... Hold on. Can I just turn the light? There's no button to turn just the light off anymore, I don't think. Because I don't need the light during the day. And then once this is done making up all the fuel, that out there will make that. Okay, so let's do a little bit of resource gathering. And there is some iron and stuff right here. I'm looking mainly for copper and silicone because there is a lot of iron and such right nearby. So I'm going to head out over this way and do some little bit of resource gathering, and then once I've gotten some resources, we're going to whoa, okay, let's level out. Ooh, that's a lot of stuff over here, food and such. Once we have gotten enough resources, I'm going to start working on well, we can go ahead and activate it right now if we want. I'm going to do the solo missions, human remains. Let's go ahead and activate that and see what it does. Story mission, human remains activated. Let's go. Okay, well, that's... Nothing's happening. There we go. Personal log files, open PDA, invalid. Open PDA. Click on where it says PDA info. It's already clicked on. PDA log, you already showed me that. Okay. All right. What happened, but not why. Anyway, my gut feeling says I'll find out soon. Yeah, because the personal log file. Farewell party with the blah, 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 blah. Hope Alex is coming over. We've already gone through all this before in the past. If you guys want to read it yourselves, pause right now and read it. Okay, if you've read it, that's good. Okay, now, basically, yeah, well, everyone knows we've done this before. So, now we need to go to the mysterious signal, the unidentified vessel, which is out that way, and that's the crashed Talon front. So we're going to do that, but not yet. First, in order to do that, I want to get my hover vessel a little bit more updated. In fact, I might build a better hover vessel than that. What level am I? 5? I could build a small vessel, in fact. Let's get... I'm going to keep the basic generator, all that. All I need is the thrusters, light and landing gear, and I can build a basic small vessel. And what I'm going to do, this is going to be a small vessel that doesn't have any, any weapons on it. Wow, there's a lot of stuff over here. I ought to come back here and gather this. But anyway, I'm going to gather up some copper and silicone, a lot of copper and silicone if I can. And then I'm going to start building one of my standard blueprints that I always, that I have simple uses, the mini pod. Now, the mini pod, I don't know, I think, I don't know if I have updated the mini pod with the latest things, because this is a level 5, but then again, let's see, the thrusters are level 5 anyway, so I don't know. But it might use the standard generators, it might not, I don't know. But we're gonna do a mini pod, and we're gonna spawn in a mini pod, and we're gonna use the mini pod to go investigate the Titan wreck. So what I'm gonna do right now to gather the resources we need is I'm actually gonna start harvesting from these deposits. And we're going to be getting a good amount of resources from these. I don't know, it just seemed to disappear on me. Maybe it's a little deeper. There we go, copper. And I'm going to gather up copper from this copper deposit, and then I'm going to go to the silicon deposit that's not too far away over here, do that, and we might investigate this little spider's nest now that I've got a pistol, but I think I'm going to get me a shotgun and rifle before we do that. Okay, we've got over 100 copper. Let's head over to the silicone deposit. Over this way. Right here. I'm going to go ahead and make up food like that while I'm gathering it, because I am getting low on food. Interesting. I do like that you can't really see these unless you ping or are really close to them. Ah! Inventory's full. Okay. Was that just crushed stone that... No, that was silicone, all right. All right, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get a whole 100 silicone, but we can get a little bit more. All right, we'll just call it there. That's a good amount of silicone. So let's head on back to the cabin over here, which I need to... waypoint. There we go. And now it says the cabin instead of the shelter on the waypoint. Okay. Okay. And we can just throw these in here, grab what we had from here, and we can put this in there, throw this in there, and now we ought to be able to make the food processor that we need, and we'll have the food processor pull and place to and from the refrigerator. Okay, we've got enough fuel here. Let's put this in. I'll put some of that in there. What the heck, let's just go ahead and put all of it in there. And okay. Oh, and did this create the... Yes. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to put this sensor, let's just put it, I don't want it to take up space on ground, but it's going to have to. Oh, we can put it right over here because we're not going to be using this space. So I'll put it here. All right, devices, interactive. Okay. And there we are. And that's all we're going to need because I just want the light to come on when we come in and go off when we go out. So I'll do that. Signal logic. Int light. And then you are the interior light, so I can come out and in, and the light comes on. Very good. And then out here, I am going to end up, I'm going to want to put another sensor and light. And I'll turn off the constructors before I leave, just so it's not using as much power. Okay, I want you connected to the fridge. Now you can make us some stuff. Why is there an electronics in there? Electronics does not go in there. Okay. Oh, and you can access these through the constructors like you could before, but I don't know. It's weird. They said this was a change, but I think they were talking probably more about adding the sort button. I don't know. But in any case, what happens if I sort food? It sorts it here, but not down here. Very interesting. And if I sort perish time like so, very good, very good. So this is how much food they give is up here. And in here, I want to sort. Can I sort this one through? Sort food. So most to least food is how that's going to be. And then... Okay, so yeah, it's... we'll just do most to least food. So things that I build with more food will go in the front. And then we'll be good with that. So now you'll notice that the steaks and such don't give nearly as much food as they used to. Steaks, grilled steak now gives 50, but the hams only gives 47, which is slightly less. But if you look at the perish time is a lot higher. It only uses one meat and it's one spice. Ham only uses one meat with natural sweetener and spice has a lot more food. So it looks like ham is going to be our go-to food from now on, as opposed to the grilled steak, because it uses more things. We're going to have to find a good source of natural sweetener and spice. We can start those growing in a garden, but for the time being, I believe we are going to stick with probably our energy bars, because they make the most food from it's like the most efficient in the time right now. So, okay, have you made these? Yes, give me those. Turn this off. Okay, I want this light to be here, and then the sensor is going to be oh, there's a wall there. If I take that wall away and put the sensor here, okay, and this will be deck light. All right, and I want it to go out like so that the light comes on as we get close to this. That'll be perfect. Okay. And then I'll call you deck light. And then I can come out and back in, and the light will come on. Now, I want this light to be high range and a medium intensity, because I want it to be able to be seen from a far distance. So, all right, mini pod Mark 1. Now, I could do the mini plane, and it's a lot less stuff, but the mini plane doesn't have the cargo and everything. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the mini pod Mark 1. And do I even have the Mark 2 up and running? I don't think so. So let's do this. Can you make the stuff I need? So what I'm going to need, you cannot make a small vessel starter. You can make a small vessel starter. And then you can start by making this. I'll just make a couple of those just in case. Light. And you cannot make the thrusters, but you can. So I'm going to have you, let's see, nanotubes. Nanotubes require carbon substrate. I'm going to need wood, probably. Because I do have stone. So I'm going to use my bike real quick. We're going to head out this direction. Actually, let's head towards this spider's nest, see if there's anything there. Any spiders that appear, because we can take spiders. Spiders aren't that big of a deal. Okay, and for spiders, you want the survival tool. So we'll come over here. Natural stimulant. Okay. Dead plant. Corn. Spice. Another dead plant. Okay, well, there's a good amount of things here. Very nice. I don't know if those will respawn or if they'll just die. But we can actually come over here to this spider's nest and harvest some things, which is really nice. We got some mushrooms over here. All right, let's grab some wood. Okay, that's not going to be enough. I'm going to need you to give me some wood. I think it's funny that this thing can harvest from a long distance and it puts it in your inventory, and yet the chainsaw does it a little bit faster but throws it on the ground regardless. At least it used to. It may put it in the inventory now. But you have to be right up on it, so that's just kind of weird. But okay. Now, are we going to need some more steel for this? We might. Let's come on up here. Okay. And energy bars. It looks like the sorting thing does not work proper, so let's just put this down here. Okay, and throw the wood in here. We'll throw all this stuff in here. I guess you have to continually click the sort and sort it for it to continually sort. Okay, get our food all the way up. You have crafted... Let's see. I'll put these down here. So we can throw these in the whatchamacallit. And then I'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. Okay, and I can put this down here. All right. Let's get some of this going. All right, and then we'll see what we need once we get these whatchamacallums put in there. Turn you off and turn you off. I really ought to put a switch in here. I might put it right over here. That will turn off all of the constructors and such. So go ahead and make me another switch so I can just turn off the unnecessary things and get it so that it's just running the basic generator and the refrigerator basically, because the fridge is something that you want constantly going. Even though you can turn it off, it's weird. I don't know why you would ever turn off a fridge unless, okay, if you don't have perishables in it and you're using it as a basic storage, because it does have a decent amount of storage compared to a, you know, well, not one of those that has a lot more storage. But I do like that the volume of that, you know, is not a full block, because it is not a full block. It's weird, but interesting. I like it. I like that they did that just now with this update, so that the containers look to be about their, you know, they can contain the volume of what they are supposed to. Am I going to be able to make all of these thrusters? That is the question. I should be able to. I'm hoping I'll be able to. I might need some more iron. So I think let's do this. Put this in there. And let's just grab some of this iron that is nearby. All right. We'll put this extra iron and copper I just got in there. And this ought to still be making very good. So once it's done with this one, we ought to have everything we need. I'm going to have to see what else specifically we are going to need for... Okay. We've got the carbon substrate we need. That has been done perfectly. Copper and silicone, we need 20 more copper, which would be 10 electronics, or, you know, tell it to make 10 electronics. Let's turn you off because you will be unnecessary. Okay, and I'll put this right here and call this charge mode. Okay, and we will invert this to charge mode so that I can just do one click. Then again, I might do it per thing, but I do that and all of the constructors turn off. But for you, let's do 10 electronics. That'll make 20 copper. Actually, I don't need 20 copper. Hold on. I need 18 copper. 17, 16 copper. So that would be, that's 4. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Okay. And one more. Okay. So there's 16 copper, which will give a little bit of silicone. 65, so I need, what is that? 6 silicone and some iron. So if I were to do 5 and 6, like so, that is 5, and that is 6. So I need 6 iron. Let us take these steel plates. Okay, so that should be perfect. So I need 5 iron. In order to do 5 iron, that is 2, 4, and then that should be 5. So that's 4. There we go. Start production. Haha! Mini pod Mark 1. Let's see. Can we spawn it out here? Yeah. Right, like so. There we go. We have a mini pod. Now, the mini pod has 4 cargo boxes on it. It has the larger fuel tank and generator. So I can put some fuel in there. It is basically just a small miniature pod. It does not, however, there is no oxygen tank on it. You can place an oxygen tank. I normally place it right up top. Sometimes I put it here and put the thruster up top, and then I'll replace the side things here and here with like a oxygen station and a armor locker or something of the sort. But as it is, we've got 4 spots that we can put cargo in. It's not extremely powerful. It's only got 1 down thrust and everything. So, you know, it's not the best for hauling large amounts of stuff or large volumes of stuff, but it is a decent little explorer. And while we're at it, let's see. Can I? No, I can't learn that yet because I'm not level 5. I am level 5. I need the generator. And that's weird. I can't learn the detector. Why can that line for? Oh, I can't learn the generator. That's why I can't learn the detector. I need to gain another level. I'm not real close to another level, so I'm not going to worry too much about that right now. We have the little ping on the map. I am, however, going to... Did I unlock the harvester? Or was I just going to? Hover vessel. I unlocked that. And I did unlock the harvester. So, can you make a harvester? Hold on. Let me check this other one, because I said it couldn't make a harvester, but I was probably looking at the wrong thing. Yes, it can make a harvester. So I'm going to have it make a harvester. I could have these go ahead and make, let's just go ahead and make those for me with a little bit of extra ammunition for each. I don't think I'm going to need a whole lot of ammunition. So we'll get that building. Your range is fine. I need to put another light on this side, I think. Well, it's not that bad because even though it is currently night, we're over here and it's not bad. Okay. I'm a little worried about sleeping because there's a problem with the game where it will use up way more fuel than it otherwise would when you sleep. So I'm not worried about doing that right now. Oh, while you're making the harvester, let's get you making the controller. And then we'll just turn that off to save energy. And then this, we will put the controller there. And I can't learn anything else. And I don't know if I'm even high enough level to learn that yet. I am high enough level. I just need to learn that and then this. So I've got a few things I need to learn. So we're just going to worry about that once this harvester is made up. Okay, we can put this harvester in the front here. I'm going to put it right there. Very nice. I might have to, you know, tweak a little bit underneath it, but we're probably not going to keep this this hover vessel for too much longer. Okay, and no free storage capacity. Did that just eliminate it, or did it drop the logs? Did it give me what I wanted, or did it just... Yeah, you see... That's a problem that I have, is that if you're using a harvester device and there's not enough capacity left, like that can hold 2 wood logs. You see, that's not going to give me nearly what I need. So I might as well just harvest it with this because I can carry more than that. And then I might as well just take off the harvester because it does no good whatsoever. Okay, and there's a bug over there that I don't want to kill me, so I'm just going to head back to the base over here. I guess I'll leave the harvester on because it does help when you're fighting things, but it's kind of... Yeah, okay. So you... Alright, I'll put this in here. Let me see, I can grab these 2 logs from there. And this will give me a little bit of fuel. That'll give me 14 fuel. Okay, assault rifle. Let's see, I'm not going to need that and that immediately. The tent can stay in here. The bike will be a 5. Shotgun, assault rifle, and ammunition for them. Okay, and you're making up the fuel. Let's get you making up some fuel too, just to get it going quickly. And once this has made up all the fuel, I will probably... I'm not going to turn the base off because I need the refrigerator to keep going, but I'm going to turn everything else off with the charge mode here. And I don't know how much of that is charged, if anything. I doubt anything is. And we've got 30 minutes left with everything on. If I charge mode it, that gives us 13 hours. So that's with everything on and crafting things. So, let's see. I don't have any good food here. I've just got these energy bars. I might end up killing some things to get some meat to try to make some of this other meat stuff. I've got a little bit of spice that I can make some salamis with that'll last a while. because salamis last even longer than these, so that's a good thing to note. And yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. It would be nice to start being able to make ham, because ham's perish time is 106, and it has a good amount of food. It has 125 food. Interestingly enough, ham increases your body temperature as well, which is interesting. Let's make some berry juice while we're here. Let's see, are you almost done? We've got 6 left, so you can make 12 more. I can get those. All together, they can make 12 more, not counting what it's currently making. So let's see. Can I fill this one up with biofuel? Probably not. Let's get you powered off for now. I really need to put a hover thing on here in the front, as opposed to the ones here. I need one in the front, one in the middle back here, if I can. And that will actually balance out the hover capacity without affecting its performance. Okay. I guess we'll just wait for these to make up fuel, and then we will probably sleep through the night and head out down to here. All right, we've got all the fuel and everything we need. I'm actually going to wait for it to get day. I'm not going to... let's turn all those off. I'm going to wait for it to get day on my own. It's not going to take too long, but I'm going to call that an episode because it's been a good amount of time. So that's going to be it for this episode. I hope everybody enjoyed the episode. If you did, smash that like button for me. And if you want to see more Empyrion Galactic Survival, go ahead and subscribe. I'm KnowItAllDM, and as always, y'all have a good day now.